Lean in close, my darling. I have something to tell you, something I've been whispering into your soul for longer than you know. So put aside all other distractions. I recognize you. I've seen how you've been attempting to keep yourself together when it seems like everything is falling apart. I have seen you in the silence of the night, when you were unable to distinguish between the anguish in your chest from yesterday and the uncertainty of tomorrow. And I want you to know that you are not, and never have been, alone. The angels that I have placed in your life have been more intimate than your own breath. They have been keeping watch over you, protecting you from threats you were unaware were coming. Words intended to shatter you, arrows intended to penetrate you, and plans intended to trap you have all been intercepted by them. Heaven saw it all, even if you didn't. And I saw you clinging, sometimes on the slenderest of threads, yet clinging. Does my life count amid this noise? Is the question you've been asking yourself. Does my voice have any effect at all? The world is nosy. Bills make a lot of noise. Arguments are noisy, it's loud. When the individuals you believed would support you remain silent. But I want you to know that your voice is more important to me than thunder sweeping over the sky or seas roaring. The heavens answer when you pray with even a quivering heart, and when you speak with trust. I answer. You've experienced pressure, some of which you can identify, and some of which is simply a shadow that you sense looming over you. Money has been scarce. There has been tension in relationships. It seems as if the earth under you has been shifting, and you've been scared to go forward for fear that it may collapse. But listen to me, I'm your rock. Your supply is me, and I'm sending both visible and invisible assistance. Angels are now setting up possibilities that you didn't anticipate. They are putting you in the company of individuals whose voices will support rather than undermine your calling. They are putting everything in order so that the same thing that the adversary attempted to use to destroy your spirit will be the thing that increases your blessings. Some voices were never intended to be in your circle, so don't be alarmed if I take them out. You've remained silent in certain places. My kid, since you were taught that nothing would change if you spoke. But there's a reason I gave you that voice. Speaking my truth causes a change. In the spiritual environment, angels labor on your behalf when you announce my promises. Faith is what moves you to heaven, not the amount of your financial account or other people's acceptance. I want you to keep in mind that I am the God who created rivers in the desert. Whenever you feel like your funds are running low, and a multitude that believed there wouldn't be enough, I am the God who multiplied the loaves and fish. And when the world says you've been counted out, I, the God, will fill your table. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Your relationships will be put to the test in the future, and I say this not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Not everyone who gives you a grin was sent by me. Distraction, discouragement, and deceit are all things that some people will carry. However, you will be able to see past the mask if you allow my Spirit to be your discernment. Additionally, the angels I have placed in your life will protect your heart from falling into traps. Don't worry about losing things that weren't meant to be. Don't hold on to transient relationships so much that you miss the long-term appointments I've set up for you, since it hurts when dreams take longer than I expected. I am aware that there has been a desire to withdraw, to remain silent, and to give up on dreams. But in my opinion, you are not little. My kingdom does not overlook you. My breath is in your lungs. It's more than just air, it's purpose. Speaking my word over your life is more than simply repeating verses. It's collaborating with the universe's creator to make heaven's will a reality. By giving angels tasks to bless, protect, supply, and heal, you are creating pathways for them to follow. The adversary has made a concerted effort to keep you quiet for a reason. He is aware that when you begin speaking from faith rather than fear, something in the spirit world will explode. Every sound of faith you make bears everlasting weight, which is why I have been urging you to believe again. Pray aloud and worship even when you don't feel like it. You could say, "But Lord, I've been hurt before stepping out, speaking up and trusting. I am aware, and despite that suffering, I was there. I'm pleading with you to allow me to make amends, not to overlook what happened. I will enhance your voice in the same location where you felt ignored. I will send devoted voices to stand with you in the same spot where you were deceived. Heaven has been listening to your prayers, my darling, and your words have not been drowned out by the den. I boxed up every tear I've shed, even the murmurs you believed no one heard. In my kingdom, no prayer remains unanswered. All responses are given at precisely the right moment, but some are given right away and others take some time. Even now, the angels standing at your side are there for combat, not for show. In worlds you cannot see, they fight for you, and they are empowered to act when you stand in faith. even when you are weak. Therefore, don't fall for the myth that you have no power. You are encircled by my angelic army, and you bear my authority. If you think this is true and wish to live out this promise right now, type "My voice matters" in heaven. So in my presence, lower your defenses down here with me. There's no need to fake, to hide behind well-practiced prayers or well-chosen phrases. I already understand how much you're carrying, and I don't turn away. I take a step toward you, I cup your face in my hands, and tell you that I intend to pour forth my glory in the same areas you believe disqualify you. Your heart's fissures are not flaws to be ashamed of. Rather, they are windows where my light may shine most brightly. The opponent has made an effort to persuade you that your value is dependent on your ability to be flawless, and that being valuable requires that you do everything perfectly. However, I assure you that my love, which is unwavering, is the source of your value. When you make mistakes, it doesn't become smaller. When you have doubts, it doesn't retreat. Every chapter of your narrative, even the ones you wish you could tear out, has been held together by my love. You're going through a phase when life's stresses seem to be getting to you. Deaths that are more than you can handle, relationships that are deteriorating, and times when loneliness seems like an uncheckable shadow. I see everything, and I don't take it passively. I'm sending angels into your situation right now. They are clearing channels that seem to be forever barred, strengthening hearts that will support you, and bringing provision into your future. However, I need you to continue talking, even if your voice trembles. Speak my vows when the figures don't make up. Declare your funds to be under my word. When the adversary attempts to create division, bless your connections. Your accord with heaven has power. You call up the powers of light to oppose the forces of evil. When you line your words with mine, storms will yet come, my darling. There are challenges in this world. There will be days in the future when worrying will attempt to invade, like an unwanted visitor, and uncertainty will knock on your door. However, I have already said peace. Remain motionless, these seas will not drown you. This fire will not devour you. You will witness my kindness in the land of the living. When you pass through, you will have to sort through some of your connections. This is for your protection, not your punishment. Not every hand should grasp your heart, and not every voice should have a place at your table. I'll send those who give you life back, and I'll take away what drains you. Angels will also keep watch to ensure that your spirit is undamaged. Even during times of loss, keep in mind that the difficulties you encounter are not indications of my absence. Rather, they are the exact times when my presence will become more fully apparent. I am the God who travels with you through storms, not only the God who calms them. I am anchoring you with a power that is not your own, and I am breathing serenity into your spirit as the waves rage. Therefore, utter it now because you are a part of the one who is, not because you feel powerful. Allow your words to reverberate like heaven on earth. Make a commitment that your life will be fruitful. Your table will be full, and your heart will be soft despite the flames. Enter, I will speak life into my future as a faith-based prophecy today. Then let my forgiveness to be the seed that sprouts fresh life inside of you. You see, I recreate the pages with my own hand. When I forgive, rather than just erasing what was written, what was before characterized by regret turns into a sign of salvation. The scent of healing will emanate from the exact wounds that previously bled with shame. Where you used to hide will now serve as altars, where you may raise your voice and declare, "Look what the Lord has done for me." The myth that your future will be a rerun of your past should not be believed. The bonds that once bound you have been destroyed, not weakened or loosened, but irreparably fractured. You won't go around in circles again. The angels have positioned along the new route I've put your feet on will support you when your legs tire. They are stewards of my pledge to you, as well as ambassadors of my word. Furthermore, this commitment is unbreakable. It cannot be taken away by your frailty or destroyed by life's turbulence. On some days, the ghosts of the past will attempt to reappear, implying that you haven't really changed and that the past's hold is greater than mine. But now I'll tell you, nothing is more powerful than my hand. Say my name aloud whenever you sense the draw of their falsehoods. Call on me and see how the darkness is swiftly overcome by my presence. Because I am your closest friend, your immediate savior, and your current assistance. I am not a far-off echo in the sky. And I want you to know this. Dear, restoration is about who you become in the process, not just about what I give back to you. Deeper wells have been dug out in your spirit by the seasons of loss. I will fill them with living water. Your heart has been ready to hear my voice, even in the smallest whisper. Thanks to the lonely times, the struggles that almost brought you down have served as a training ground for a faith that will withstand hardship. I understand the concerns over your provision. I can hear the silent calculations going on in your head, the fear of another unforeseen expense, the worrying about bills, and the question of whether resources will last. But I am the God who made water out of a rock, who ordered the fish where to swim, so that my children may eat, and who fed a multitude with a bow's lunch. How much more will I care for you, if I care for the birds in the sky and the flowers in the field? My angels are already at work in areas you can't see, setting up doors, creating chances, and winning over those who will be involved in your breakthrough. Now, what seems to be a shortage is really the soul, in which plenty is about to blossom. When I supply, it will be crushed down, shaken together and ran over, so that you know it was only my hand that accomplished it, not the superficial manner the world does. I provide clarity to your relationships as well, because they are based on my will. Certain relationships will become stronger. I love you too much to allow the wrong voices to dictate your destiny, which is why others will fade, not because I'm cruel. You will learn to distinguish between those who provide serenity and those who bring turmoil into your life. Additionally, the angels by your side will assist you in protecting your heart so that you don't waste energy on things that weren't intended for you. I am your constant source of affection, your protector and your shepherd. You won't be left behind when you walk with me, even in valleys that are dark with doubt or dread. In seasons you believed would only bring aridity, I will guide you to verdant pastures. I will mend your spirit in areas you were unaware were damaged. And for those who are still confined to quiet, I will raise your voice until it becomes a hymn of hope. I'm just getting started, my darling. I'm not done yet. The future holds the development of a promise rather than a recurrence of suffering. Hold on to me, have faith in my time, and fearlessly proclaim my truth, because every word that is sown with trust is a seed that will eventually yield fruit. And once I'm done, those scars won't talk about failure, but about surviving, about the times when grace triumphed over the weight that tried to break you. They will become testimonies written with beauty rather than resentment, reminding the world that love triumphed. Here, you'll notice that I started a fresh chapter at the same spot you believed to be the end of you. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your super thanksgiving. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now, and listen to this message further. I am slowly working on you. Don't hate it before a tree to grow tall. Its roots must grow deeply, and the deepest roots are created in dirt that cannot be seen. There are aspects of you that I am fortifying that no shortcut could possibly create. I am establishing in you a faith that is impervious to storms, a tranquility that is impervious to upheaval, and a pleasure that is impervious to grief. Yes, the accuser's voice will still attempt to drag you back into humiliation on some days. However, keep in mind that I have already muffled that voice. Unless you decide to listen, it has no power over you. Remember that you are loved, that you are forgiven, and that you are mine. By raising your head and speaking my truth above those whispering, I bought you freedom, and I'm teaching you how to live it. A liberation that redeems the past, not one that disregards it. We won't squander your tale. A tapestry proclaiming my faithfulness will be crafted from every wrong turn, every fall, and every damaged location. You will eventually realize that Your testimony will give those who are currently shackled by the same shackles you previously wore hope. So continue to visit me. Continue coming, even if your voice falters and your feet are sluggish. You are becoming the masterpiece I see. Every instant you are in my presence. I'm not done with you. Yet the beauty I am creating will make every cry, every prayer, and every moment of submission worthwhile. The potter's hands are still at work. You haven't gone too far, you can still be fixed. I will carry you until you are able to stand. Stand by your side until you are able to walk, and walk with you until you are able to run freely. In the light of my love, because you are my beloved, I don't break promises, therefore. This is what I promised, and when I'm done, you won't just be the same person you were before. You'll be completely transformed. Your wounds will serve as reminders of my ability to restore what was lost, rather than as signs of failure. I will sow seeds of hope for others in the precise locations where the adversary tried to harm you. Rivers of encouragement will pour from your darkest valleys, because you will talk from the will of your own deliverance rather than from theory. The gradual development of this task inside you should not be despised, because my repair is occurring in the secret rooms of your soul, just as the roots of a powerful tree grow, invisible under the ground, before it emerges into the light. Even if you can't yet fully appreciate the beauty of what I am doing, remember that every day you spend with me strengthens your foundation. I am talking even while I'm silent. I am moving even while I am still. I'm keeping you near and won't let you go, even when you feel forgotten. One day you will reflect on this season and view it as the exact furnace where your faith was honed and your confidence in me solidified, rather than as a waste of time. You will be grateful to me for the delay, because it taught you to rely on my eternal arms rather than your own understanding. You'll realize that my delays were preparations rather than denials. So raise your head, dear. Don't allow grief to break your soul, or humiliation to stoop your posture. You're not left behind, you're still eligible. The burden of the past does not define you. You are beyond measure adored, called and chosen, and my pleasure will rise over you, dispersing the darkness and bringing out a new day, just as certainly as the sunrise follows the night. Come into it with me, take a step toward the forgiveness that has already been etched across your life. Let every charge be drowned out by my voice, and really realize that you are mine, and nothing can take you away from me. And as you go on, don't look back with regret, because I'm guiding you toward the brightness of the future rather than the darkness of the past. You are moving toward purpose with each step you take, with me in my presence. Every breath you take is a breath of fresh life. The finish will be considerably more spectacular than the beginning, because I am redoing the chapters that the adversary attempted to take. But Lord, how will I know the way? You may ask, I'll walk with you so you'll know. When you are at a crossroads, I will whisper guidance to you. And when you are at the heart of my will, I will put serenity in your soul. My word will be your path's light and your feet's lamp. My hand will stabilize you. While the storms surge around you, I will raise you above the rising floods that threaten to suck you down. I have given you a strength that you do not possess. It is the power of my Spirit, which is alive and breathing within you, and is the same force that resurrected Jesus from the dead. Chains you believe to be indestructible will be broken by that power. Lies that have been screaming over your life for years will be silenced. It will mend wounds so deep they can only be reached by my love. Challenges in the days ahead, darling, but you won't face them alone. As your defender, I go before you. You have me as your rear guard, standing behind you as your shield. I am all around you, I fight for you. When you feel too weak to raise your hands, and I speak for you when you are speechless. Hold your ground then, don't give in to fear. Don't give up. Look up and notice that I'm trying something new. It is bursting out even now. Do you not see it? I am forging a path across the deserts, rivers and wildness. There will be fruit from what was barren. What was damaged will be restored. We shall rebuild, push down, shake together and run over what was lost. Then pay attention, my dear. The season you are entering is not a recurrence of the suffering you have gone through, rather. It is the fulfillment of the promises I have been covertly making. Your tears will turn into joyful melodies. Your silent prayers will be heard in the lightest testimonials. You'll stand where you previously believed you couldn't, and you'll know for yourself that I don't squander anything. Your narrative is written by me, and I use only redemption ink. The adversary attempted to bury you in ashes, but I will exchange them for beauty. I'll use the fragments to create a vessel that is brighter than it was before. I'll take off the burden and put on robes of honor for you, knowing that my kindness is not seeking you to punish, but to bless you may confidently face the days ahead. My compassion is a never-ending river rather than a one-time gift. Furthermore, my love for you is unwavering, unbreakable, and eternal. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not done, so stand up. My child, you are crowned with splendor, you are treasured, and you are chosen. When the world sees what I have done to you, they will realize that I did it. Declare it with trust now. My narrative is not over. My greatest days are yet to come, and God is with me. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification